This is called Meet Me at the Wild Lemon Tree. My mom and my dad, their families were migrant workers, and my dad would tell us a story that when they were younger, they would climb these wild lemon trees and sit on the branches and just eat as much as they wanted to. And I thought it was such an amazing story that I incorporated it as my own memory. And then my oldest daughter also thought it was amazing, and she incorporated it as her own memory. Migrant work is tough. And so in order to get out of that lifestyle, my dad joined the military, and he was in the military for a long time. He was a proud soldier, and he died last year. He had a rough life. He was sick, and I thought that I would paint this to honor him. And I thought if I ever meet him in heaven, we would meet at the Wild Lemon Tree. I have always been artistic to a certain point. I did not take art in high school. I took industrial arts, but in college I did take art and realized that I felt at home with a paintbrush in my hand. I realized that all kinds of magic could happen when you have a palette and a bunch of colors and you just put a brush stroke on the canvas. And it meant so much to me that I wanted to give that opportunity to my kids too. So everywhere in my house, there's paints, there's markers, there's all kinds of things. So they have grown to love art. They are exposed to all different kinds, and they're pretty excited, and they're pretty talented too in their own right. Which I think they will far surpass me. The elements kind of have to be right in order for us to be out here though, because if it's too windy, it knocks over the easels. I bought that from a local artist myself. The Great Monarch Migration is about a natural phenomenon. All these monarch butterflies travel every year to Mexico, and they flock these trees, and so many of them come that they weigh down the trees. Like, the branches can hardly stand, and it happens once a year, and it is incredible. And to me, it not only spoke of strength, but strength in numbers and unity and hope. Who would have thought something so fragile could make such a huge impact in the world? Especially with this one, it took me forever because each one is individual, but I like this part right here because it stands out among everything else. And to me, it also looks like a ray of hope. I just think it's amazing. Of course, I love nature anyway, and there's also a spot right here that I like a lot. And that's fun to me to do, to look at my paintings and find little spots that stand out. People have asked me if I did every single one of these butterflies, and I did. It took a really long time, but I think they came out really well. I love the earth. Like, I love nature, so I like to be outside as much as I can. I like painting things of nature. I have a flair for Impressionism and Post-Impressionism. That's kind of my favorite because it has like a dreamlike quality, and that's kind of what I go for. Sometimes not on purpose, but that's kind of what happens. It's just what comes out. The impact that I would like to see, for one, I would just like somebody to experience emotions when they look at it. And I don't care what it evokes. I'm hoping it evokes hope and a sense of peace, but I also want young women to feel empowered. I want people in the Latino community to know that they can express themselves and get out there. There's lots and lots of artists out there that can contribute, and I want them to know that even a social worker or a mom painting in what she calls a dungeon can make an impact.